Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Social media use.
Social media.
Then my kids entering the social media age.
Now that spread on social media.
Social media.
During the social media age.
Social media.
Social media.
Like, yeah, this social media thing. Facebook or Instagram, Snapchat.
Social media, websites and applications that enable users to create and share content. Approximately 100 million active users, 50% of which are between 13 and 17 years old.
You know, like it was Facebook and then it was Twitter and then neither of those were cool anymore. Then it was Instagram and Snapchat and Kik, and now there's all of these.
I used to use it in the past, but then it took up way too much of my time and I kind of got just angry because I wasn't doing too much, so I just stopped.
Social media and I have a very love-hate relationship. It's really convenient, and it's let me like keep in contact with people that are, you know, on other sides of the world. And I love that about it, and I love that it's kind of opened up an avenue for communication. The hate side of it is that we're addicted to it, and we can't disconnect long enough to connect with a human being because we want to connect.
I had an incident with my aunt one time. I posted something and she got pretty mad at me, but other than that, nothing too big.
Although social media has its advantages, it also brings a few disadvantages as well.
Like dealing with drama. That'd probably be the best thing. I don't like drama, so being out of social media is probably a really good thing for me.
Because we don't know what you're using and what you're using it for and how you're using it, and the unknown is scary to us.
But it's still out there. So I think it's more impactful for young kids because they do whatever they want to because they don't care. They think that there's no repercussions for it, so they do whatever they want to, and it's a lot of fun at the time. But then when stuff starts to get real, it kind of backfires.
Maybe you don't think something through and you push send, and then it impacts the rest of your life. Like it's such a permanent thing because once it goes out into cyberspace, it's there forever. Like I said, sometimes you click send and you didn't think it through, and then it's forever.
For an adult, they know what they're doing. At that point, they do with their life, what they want to do with their life. So if they want to post something inappropriate, they can. If they don't want to post something inappropriate, they just won't. Simple as that. They know the repercussions of it. More.
You know, it's one of those things I think as a society it took us by surprise because Facebook was never intended for kids. Twitter wasn't really invented for kids. And so we thought, like, oh, we'll all be adults using these tools to spread ideas and to communicate. And I don't think it really entered our mind at first that teenagers would use it and pretty soon, 8-year-olds would have Twitter accounts.
There's a lot of times where they'll be in a situation where they should be doing something, whether it's classwork or doing exercise. Obviously, I'm an athlete, so I'm saying exercise like that. But there are plenty of different ways where people should be doing something, but they're spending their time on social media instead. Like dealing with
I'm not even that bad, but I will wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning when I get a notification on my Facebook. And sometimes I choose to ignore it, but the fact that it beeped at me, I feel this urgency that I need to make the little icon go away on my phone. So I will look at it. And I think that's probably not a healthy place to be, where we are so, I don't want to call it obsessed, but really we're so obsessed with all of that we don't necessarily always make healthy choices.
I'm not completely against it because it gives people a lot of windows of opportunity, especially with making relationships with people that you may need in the future, such as business partners and stuff like that. So there is a positive impact to it, but at the same time, you can keep in touch with somebody by calling them or sending them a letter or something like that. Obviously, old-fashioned ways.
The idea that I could send an email from my phone or post something for millions of people to see and spread ideas that quickly, it's brilliant and it's also terrifying.
Social media begs the question of whether or not it's worth keeping.